What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. Josiah back here for another video. Today's video we're going to be doing something a little different. We're going to be doing a bar spin progression video. So I put together basically all the bar spin clips I have from the past year and a half or so. I'm going to talk you all through them. We're going to watch my bar spin progression. The weather's been pretty rough and I've been busier lately, so it's been tough to get out and ride. Plus I've been feeling really good about my bar spins, and I kind of wanted to put together a video where I can watch my bar spin progression over the last couple of years, and so that's what we're doing today. We're gonna roll the footage. All right guys, here we go with this bar spin progression video. We're gonna start it off all the way back in April of 2022. This is the first bar spin we have on video, surprisingly. I've done plenty of bar spins well before this, but this is the first one we have on video. Prepare yourselves guys, this is an absolutely terrible bar spin, just completely ugly. No form whatsoever, but it's the first one. We got to start somewhere, so here it is. Yeah, just absolutely terrible. Barely got off the ground. X up through it. Started throwing the bars too early. Didn't pinch the bike. The bike landed before my hands got on the bars, but it's all progression from here, guys. Here's June 2022.
Yeah.
I probably didn't do any bar spins in May, but yeah, I just avoided bar spins at all costs. But this one in June is pretty sketchy. We did the same thing as that first clip. X up through it, didn't pinch the bike, threw them too early. And yeah, you can see my right foot there comes off the pedals because we weren't pitching the bike properly. So there's that. Here it is again, slow-mo. Terrible. Surprised I even rode away from that. September 22, again, I probably didn't do any bar spins between those two clips. And this one was, I actually see a little bit of progress here. We can see that I kind of level the bike out and get my knees back and pinch a little bit, but we're still X up throwing and we're still getting, the bike's still getting loose on us. And I also struggle to catch I also struggle to get that throwing hand back on before the bike lands, and you'll see that happen for a while longer here until we eventually started cleaning it up. There's another one, same setup, different angle. December 22, here we can see some progress compared to that other clip at the same setup. We hop, threw the bars too early still, but we did hang on to the bike a little better than that first one, which we'll play here too.
No.
So there's the one from June.
Yeah.
And then the one from December.
No. Yeah.
And then here we are, January 2023, the beginning of the YouTube era. And here's our first combo. 3-tap to bar.
Oh.
Barely got off the ground. I don't know how I landed that. Little hop bar. Another hop bar. X up throwing them. It's completely raunchy, but we were landing them. Another hip bar spin. Landed one-handed because I struggled to get that throwing hand back on in the early days of my bar spin journey. But we did get our knees back and pinch the bike that time. There's another one. Bike got all loose. X up throw. Little bar over the hip in a game of bike video. Thanks to Austin. We wouldn't have done this one if it wasn't for him setting it in the game of bike. X up through it, but it was actually pretty clean. We got the bars around pretty quickly. Caught the bike in the air still. Here's a manual bar. I don't know how I landed that because we barely got off the ground.
Yeah.
Another bar spin on the hip. Oh, there's our first switch bar, July 2023. Cleaner than my regular bars at this point, which is pretty crazy. Another switch bar hop this time. Here we're going to start seeing some real progress. Look at that bar spin, guys, compared to all the rest. This is when I really started working on getting my form down and improving my bar spins. We can see that I didn't even really X up throw, maybe slightly, but it was pretty good. We dropped that catching hand pretty early, busted around. I would have still liked to see myself get a little bit more airtime on that, but definitely a lot cleaner. Another bar spin on the hip, landing one-handed. Yes. Little bar spin air on this hip. Thanks to Brandon Knopp for getting me to do that one. Wouldn't have done it if it wasn't for him. Little half cab bar, barely got off the ground again, which is a common theme in these early days. October, look at that. That's pretty clean right there. That's pretty textbook. Got a good amount of air, good amount of speed. Hopped, maybe threw it a little too early. Didn't really get the best pinch, but we didn't X-up throw it. We dropped, I guess, a slight X-up throw, I will say. Dropped that catching hand, busted around, caught the bars in the air still. Pretty clean. Here we go with getting my switch, or getting my 180 bars dialed. And then the ramp setup, I really improved my bar spins on the ramp setup. Once I felt comfortable throwing them, I was really able to work on my form with that extra air time. It's a pretty solid bar spin right there. Dropped the catching hand, got a good pinch, caught the bars with plenty of air time to spare. There it is again. Oh yeah, we even got a switch bar on that setup. My biggest switch bar. And here's my first truck driver. This was a big deal for me. I was really hyped to get that one done. It's been on the bucket list a long time. Got a few of them done that day too. Pretty textbook 180 bar there. Here's another 180 bar.
There we go.
Pretty textbook. Then a really clean fly out bar spin. Another truck driver. It's kind of crazy. We were really struggling with the bars this summer, and then once September came and I really started working on them, they got a lot cleaner. And here we are, present day. This was just a few days ago. And we're feeling really comfortable with our bar spins. Throwing them on a lot more setups and going a lot bigger with them. There's a nollie bar, my first ever nollie bar. That one was really scary, but I'd really like to start doing them more. Alright guys, that's going to be it for this one. Hope you all enjoyed this bar spin progression video. Hopefully in the near future we'll be doing bigger bar spins, doing them in more setups, doing more lines. Been really liking this trick lately. I never thought I'd say that. I've always been terrible at them. I've always hated doing them. But it's honestly one of my favorite tricks right now. So we're going to keep trying to get new bar spin lines in the future. So stay tuned for that. Please make sure to drop me a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you all in the next one.